I think we should really take a look at our government. I like Trump for that reason because I thought he could streamline things and make them more fair and more workable. Not just him, but
Sure.
a whole bunch of people who had the human being's best interest in mind.
Who do you think for 2024, Michael?
Who would I think in what capacity?
Like president?
What do you think? What do you think?
Like, who would you prefer if you had to make a choice, be president based on who's available to choose?
I know the chat room is going to have a meltdown. I know. What I would love to see happen.
Don't say Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
No, I'm not going to say that he's a sociopath. I think he's. I'm not joking. I think
Really?
I think Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is an absolute sociopath.
I do too.
You should
Wow.
interview him.
What's that?
You should interview him.
Sure, I'm happy to interview him.
Maybe
but
we'll have
I'm sure he's perfectly charming, but the Kennedy family are very evil. They gave Rosemary Kennedy a lobotomy, and they sent her away, pretended she was just on vacation for decades. This is why they started the Special Olympics. Look them up. They're really sinister people. Joe Kennedy's. They're a drug dealing family. This is talk about Banana Republic. This is how things happen in South America. You have this big drug dealer like Pablo Escobar, and they take over the government.
That was kind of a notoriously stolen president.
Yes, 1960. My point is, what I would love to see happen is to have a corpsey Biden and a massive Republican reaction in the Congress. And I think that is not, and that's the only way we in our life. Hold on. Let me finish. I told you the chat room was going to freak out. That's the only time in our lifetime where we had a balanced budget was when you had a very weakened Democratic president and a very insurgent Republican Congress.
What year was that?
97, 98.
Balanced budget. We're so past a damn balanced budget.
That's what they said in 94, and then they did it.
We got China and Cuba and Russia coming for us now.
I'm more worried about
Cuba. Talking about a balanced budget. We're gonna have another
And the
Cuban
DOJ.
missile crisis right at our doorstep within 6 months.
What is
And the DOJ.
What does one have to do with the other?
They're gonna bomb us to the next world.
So we should spend more money?
Hell yeah, and not pay a dime of it back. Hell yeah.
I'm more concerned about the DOJ.
I think if there is a big House majority, then Merrick Garland's going to get impeached.
I don't think so.
Okay, that's my prediction.
So what we
Marjorie
see,
Taylor Greene has already started talking about it.
You've got a decent handful of insurgent Republicans right now that are pushing really hard, and even then not pushing as hard as many people want. And then if you get a Republican majority, it's still going to be dominated by neocons.
Not necessarily. Not if it's a huge reaction. Here's my other concern, and I think everyone would agree. If you have Trump in again, which there's definitely pluses to that, I think on the state level, people like Whitmer, Newsom, Kathy Hochul are going to be pushing policies that are so deranged and radical as a reaction to Trump that it's going to make 2023 look like a cakewalk.
Well, what about
that's a big fear of
2023?
Michelle Obama.
Meaning what they pushed in 2023 is going to look like nothing compared to what they pushed.
2020, you mean, or
no, like now, the kind of shit they're pushing now.
Okay.
Would you feel better if it was Michelle Obama as president and then a Republican resurgence
No, I want
in the Congress?
I want a corpse.
But the only problem I have is like what Roseanne was saying about Cuba, like military. International military
command.
command.
Think Michelle Obama is in any way qualified to deal with some type of military issue in Cuba?
She did that diet thing about losing weight.
She's got and I'm not saying she's the greatest. I'm not saying she's the greatest military commander.
And the Cubans are hungry, so she can speak their language.
Yeah, there you go. I kind of picked her because I don't think she's the best or even like a great military commander. I have nothing to go on, but way better than someone falling into dementia.
That doesn't. No, it doesn't matter.
Oh.
In this context, it doesn't matter.
He just said that he cured cancer.
I know what you're saying, but the point that I'm making is, whether it be Michelle Obama, who's ignorant about military. Military action, or Joe Biden, who's not in contact with reality, it doesn't matter because the people making the decisions are still going to be the generals.
That's exactly. I agree with Phil
that's
completely.
not good.
Listen,
no one's saying it's good.
It's not up for debate. That's what it's going to be.
Barack would kind of run the show.
He already is.
Yes.
This is his third term. Listen, there's nobody but Trump. Nobody but Trump can do what needs to be done. And you know what? They're already, you're going to say everything I say is a tinfoil hat, and my son does too. I know, but people.
That's quite an intro, but.
Okay. But I think things are going to change real big by the end of the year. I do. I
agree with you.
I don't think that the Republicans are going to impeach nobody. They're all in bed and they all took Epstein money too.
Wait, hold on.
They're not going to do
I'm
nothing.
saying if there is a huge reaction against, because when Biden was elected in 2020 or voted in, wherever, calm down, chat room, for the first time like ever, the House of the other party picked up seats. So what I'm saying is if Biden squeaks through in 2024, it would not be impossible for the House to massively have that red wave that was supposed to happen in 2022. And then they might be enough to actually start really doing impeachments.
I don't even think we're going to have an election, Tim.